Hello, good morning. How are you? Welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Um, what am I doing here? Not much. Today is Sunday, April 19th. Tomorrow is the 20th, which would normally be the time that I put potatoes in the ground, but I might give it a week. It is supposed to get pretty warm this week. I think Wednesday is an 82, 83 degree day. But then the very next day, it's wind and rain and cold. I tell you what, when a cold front pushes into warm weather, that's dangerous. Storms happen. There's a lot of energy in the air. So this week, heads up, there might be crazy weather coming. Oh, I want to put my potatoes in the ground, but no, next Friday, the lows are going to drop below freezing, which potatoes are probably fine in the ground, but they'd also be fine if I just waited a few days. So I might do it next Monday. Plus I have these above ground garden beds I'm hoping will show tomorrow. My oldest received the set I accidentally ordered him yesterday. So that's cool. They can stay in Colorado until I can get my hands on them. I wasn't sure if he'd be able to go through the hassle of returning them, and who cares? Honestly, I'd probably rather have the asset. I can find room for them. You know what I mean? If you missed that, I ordered myself 2 above ground galvanized metal beds, and I accidentally shipped them to my oldest. Dog? Do you need to go outside? Did you just... That was gross and embarrassing. And there's nothing I'm not, it's fine. You know what I really like about the rugs is I will roll them up and throw them in the washing machine. And that's enough. Oh my God, what am I doing here? Here, I'm showing you stuff. Sorry, my grammar is so, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Who cares? There's some basil in here in the center. Purple basil. I'm very excited for that. And then these are, what do I have here? Rainbow variety cherry tomatoes and Better Boy tomatoes. They have a shorter grow season, so I need that for kind of variety, right? Heirloom tomatoes take longer. I like them, but you know, and I have grown some in the past, but let's see. I have some Romas and some bell peppers that are just not taking off. I had some old seed. Oh, I'm dripping water everywhere. And as well as the poblanos. That seed is probably from 2020, and my hands are wet. And they didn't come up. And I don't know if I'm just not being patient enough or if the soil wasn't warm enough. Probably is what I'm guessing, because in our house in, February and March, the soil is probably, 40, 50 degrees. It's cold. You know what I mean? It's cold up here. So I need to water some stuff. I did buy some, sorry, I'm all over the place, man. Can you follow anything I say ever? I bought myself some new bell pepper seeds that are fresh, and boy, seeds are not cheap anymore, right? Like I realize there's probably 100 of them in there, but that's nearly $4 for a packet of seeds. Once upon a time, it was $1.29. Or there are some that you can pick up for like 50 cents. I'm going to start hanging on to them, but I have to wait until I get a really good plant with, and good producer, and save those seeds. One second, I'm going to switch my trays out. This one, Anaheim peppers and tomatillos. Tomatillos are kind of I need to get better at that. They're coming up. I have a few of them, right? Like they're little leggy, but they're doing all right. But not as many as I sowed, although they're really slow, and there's a couple little tiny ones that have popped up. And I sowed those on the 26th of March, right? Which was, good Lord, nearly a month ago, right? So sometimes it takes just a really long time for those seeds to germinate. You gotta be patient, which is not my strong suit. One sec. All right. And then here, I have some flaming tomatoes on one side, and on the other side is where I seeded the poblanos. Oh, there's one little tiny one in there. Oh my God, you're never gonna be able to see it. He's got, his little neck is just bent and crooked. Man, 326. Like, that took a long time. I hate that. I sowed some zinnias. 2 days later, they sprouted, right? Like, that's the kind of plant I need. Go fast. Let me get my water. I have some under the sink over here. I only have the one big tray. I really should just, I don't know, invest in another one. Let's give them a drink. Get all the water in here. There's another one. Oh my God, I win. You know, every time seed sprouts. You ever see Jupiter Ascending? There's this scene with Freddie Redmayne. I create life. That's how I feel when my seeds sprout. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know. This was probably more of just a chat. I don't really have anything else going on right now. I should separate. These are still pretty tiny. I have some jalapenos in here, and they do have their true leaves, right? But they're so tiny. So I could pull them apart and give them their own pot. They'd be fine. I sowed one in January. He looks pretty tough because of the cold and the low light, but let me show you. He has berries, right? So we have some fruit, something to look forward to. And when the days get really, really warm, there's another one there, I drag everything outside. And then before the sun goes down or they end up in shade, I put them all back in the house because they can't stay overnight outside, right? A greenhouse would be nice, but I still maintain if it's 20 degrees outside, it's going to be 20 degrees in that greenhouse. You know what I mean? Like, it might be 30, but it's still going to freeze. I can't put up a greenhouse. I don't own the ground out there. I can't do that. So I just haul everything around. How's your day? Did I ask you that? I hope everything's well with you. What else? Nothing. That's about it. I think I'm going to sow some bell peppers and let my little bub outside. He seems to be really anxious to get out there and probably do his business. Sorry. Anyway, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. You have a good day.